the first building that I built was a furniture manufacturing facility.
Norman Samet was a state grad and was working in the Burlington Industries as an engineer.
And he was 23 and started the business with an opportunity that my grandfather gave him to build a building.
It was 22,000 square feet, which seemed like a big building.
As that was successful, he was asked to do the next one.
And just through hard work and staying focused, he was able to leverage off of that and continue to build the business.
With a new wife and young kids, that he decided to set out on his own as an entrepreneur, and that was 1961.
My name is Norman Samet. I'm the chairman and founder of Samet Corporation.
I'm Rick Davenport, president of construction at Samet Corporation.
I'm Arthur Samet. I'm president and CEO of Samet Corporation.
My name is Marshall Tuck, and I'm the vice president of administration at Samet Corporation. My father-in-law started the company. My wife and I had only been married for a year when the opportunity came up. We were living in Atlanta. She had an urge to want to move back towards her family in North Carolina, and at the time, her father had an opportunity and made us an offer to come back to North Carolina and work in the family business. He thought it would be a good fit with my engineering degree and the construction industry.
Well, I always envisioned being involved in the business. As a kid, my dad would go to the office on Saturdays and do his paperwork, and I'd rummage around in the key box and find a key to any piece of equipment I could find, and drive it around in about a half-acre gravel yard. So I always enjoyed being around it, seeing what was going on.
Early on, Arthur showed some real entrepreneurial talent.
So we run it like a business, but we maintain the culture and the respect of a family business.
For us, it just sort of evolved that when the opportunities were there and we had gained the experience and had the talent to do it, we continued to grow and build larger and larger buildings. Well, I'm sort of overwhelmed with the success that we've had.
My children are 10, 8, and 4, and I would say in the last couple of years they started seeing Samet signs and realizing what a Samet sign was, that there was a project being built. There's a project at their school that we're going to be the general contractor on, and while we were pursuing that project, that they wanted to know pretty much every night, had I gotten that job yet? So that was I don't think I could go home if I didn't win that one.
Each year there seems to be one that's really important.
They're all exciting in their own way. You know, even a small deal or a large deal, you still get the same adrenaline of winning and succeeding and delivering a great product.
We built the baseball stadium for the Grasshoppers in Greensboro, which was one of our first major projects that had a very, very high profile.
The more notable ones, the ones that my kids like to hear about or see, would be the Greensboro Grasshopper Stadium and the Winston-Salem Dash Stadium.
Currently we're building the new campus for GTCC and the Northwest campus, and we think that's really exciting.
I think our competitive advantage is the family ties and the involvement of the family in the business, so that at the end of the day an owner knows he can call and get a family member if all else fails.
And we also look at our associates as part of the family. I mean, we feel a responsibility to our associates that their livelihood depends on what we do.
When I hear Norman and Arthur talk about the tax base they've helped create, the jobs they've helped create, that's the way I think the Samets look at the projects, not just we've accomplished this, but this is a place for the community to be successful and for work to occur.
I do think there's several grandkids that would hopefully come into the business down the road. The oldest grandchild, if you will, of Norman is my son, who's a junior in college.
He is preparing himself along the same lines that Arthur did.
I think he looks towards the family business at some point in time. He's has an interest in it.
Arthur has some young sons. They're bright young kids that we would hope that they would come along and want to be involved in the company also.
My youngest, my 4-year-old, wants to know why I haven't built a skyscraper yet, and so maybe he's the one who will build a skyscraper for Samet Corporation.
I'd like to thank the organization for considering us and honoring us with this award. We're proud of the company and pleased that people recognize what we've done.
And it's not just the family being recognized, it is the extended family within the company. We've got great folks who really promote the Samet brand and what Norman was able to build and leverage upon and entrust us to continue to grow it and develop it.